today we're going to talk about SEO, and we can split SEO into three parts. There's technical or offsite SEO, there's backlinks, and then there's on-page SEO. We're going to concentrate on on-page SEO because that's what we consider when we're writing copy. So on-page SEO can include keywords to a certain extent, although the Google algorithms are very sophisticated nowadays. They're a lot more robust. They're not just looking for keywords, they're looking for valuable content around topics, paragraphs, using different synonyms. So don't get too hung up on keywords. As long as your copy is good and robust and valuable, the algorithms will pick that up. So what people don't often consider that is a massive part of SEO is how long the user stays on your website and how they navigate around your website. And that's something you have a lot of control over. And actually by doing this course and by applying the things we've learned in this course, you're actually going to really help people stay on your site longer and therefore improve your SEO anyway. So by writing good copy, we are ticking the SEO box and improving our rankings. So what are the ways you can get people to stay on your website longer? There's a few different ways. So the first one is to split your writing up into subheadings or different sections. So when someone hits your website, they always scan first or skim. They will never start reading immediately from the beginning to the top to the bottom of the page. Their eyes scan the page, they work out if it's interesting enough for them to read, and then they start actually reading it if it is. So if you are using subheadings all the way down your page, which are benefit driven, so instead of having a subheading that says our process or about me, that doesn't give the reader a benefit. Actually make your subheading a benefit so that when they're skimming, they can see the benefit of reading the whole web page. So that's tip number one. Tip number two to keep people on your site longer is to use images and video to break up the text. So you see this a lot, massive chunks of text, really long testimonials. No one is going to read it. It's not the forum for reading really long pieces of text. So break everything up, use video, use graphics, break up sentences even. If in doubt, if you're wondering whether to put a comma, put a full stop. That's always my rule. The third way to keep people on your website is to reflect your client's words in your copy. If people are reading the copy and they feel seen, they feel like you get them, they feel like that you're using the words they would use to describe the problem they have, they are going to stay on your website longer. They're going to read what you've got to say because they feel like you understand them. The next tip is to make it easy for people to navigate around your site. So use lots of buttons, take people on a journey through your site. More often than not, people will go from homepage to about page to how I work to pricing. So consider that journey. Think about where they've been, what page they've been on before, and how you can then follow the story along. Make sure you're using lots of buttons that navigate people around the site. The longer they're on your site, the higher you will rank. And the fifth tip is to keep your messages consistent. So people think it's a bad thing to repeat words and phrases on your website, and it's not. So you should never be repeating whole reams of copy, of course not. But please, you can repeat words and phrases that then build that familiarity with your brand and your brand messaging so people remember you for those words and phrases. So you 100% can use the same words and phrases on different pages of your website, and you actually should be doing that. So the 5 tips for keeping your people on your website longer in order to rank higher and improve your SEO is to use benefit-driven subheads, is to use images and video to break up your text, is to reflect your client's words in your copy, is to make it easy to navigate around your site, and is to keep your messages consistent. So next time we're going to talk about sales psychology, and this is my all-time favorite topic. I'm very excited about this. I'm very excited to teach you what I know about sales psychology to encourage your web visitor to click the button on your website. I will see you then.